Yeah, it's the classic drug addict void that is there, and drugs.
How did you feel your void?
So so let's go back. So the void, there is definitely a void there, right? And the void, you don't know where it comes from. You don't know what the deal is. You don't know if other people have it. You assume people have it, but then you see most people and you're like, they seem like they don't have a void. They seem somewhat fulfilled and happy. So you always feel empty to an extent. And then all of a sudden you find something that fills that void. Now it never fills it completely, right? But it might only fill it a quarter of the way, maybe at best halfway. And we're talking about drugs and alcohol here. But all of a sudden, some filling of the void is better than the nothingness that exists normally, right?
Yeah.
So we keep going back to that and keep going back to that. And in the end, it's hardly filling the void and the void's getting bigger, but we just keep going back there because we don't know any other way to be comfortable with ourselves, even if it's only for a short time. That's Keith Richards, the great musician, once said, the contortions that we will go to just not to be ourselves for a few hours, which is very, very, very true. So I was very, very lucky because when I decided I needed to get help and reached out, I had an experience where I went back to traumas from my past and started to release a lot of emotions, which is where this void started. I didn't know that, right? I thought this was something I was just born with and it was going to be with me forever. So basically, I had an experience where I felt such a deep inner peace that I had never felt as long as I could remember. I don't know, maybe when I was born and first couple of years I felt it, but I felt this peace all of a sudden that was the filling of the void, right? So what happened, I had found a state I had uncovered through doing some deep work on myself, which filled the void way more than drugs ever did. So
peace filled the void?
Correct. Yeah. So I had this misperception of what I was looking for. I was just looking for, because I was mainly stimulant based, and different personalities go to different drugs. Mine was mainly stimulant based, but I was looking for just energy. I wanted to feel good all the time, high energy. I just lost peace for like the majority of my life. I'd forgot that it was even an option. And so when I felt that deep state of peace, it was just like, oh, this is what I've been looking for my whole life. And I've been looking in completely the wrong places. I was on a different road. I was heading away from it, not towards it. So I was lucky enough to
go within.
I had to go within, right? And that was something I had to experience. Because if someone said to me when I was a drug addict, you just got to go within, I'd be like, fuck off. But you mean put drugs in my body? Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
I am. I'm going in through the arm.
So I was lucky enough because at that point, drugs become irrelevant. That's why it took one moment for me to go, I'll never need to use drugs again, because I just felt like the void got completely filled.